Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever just stopped and wondered what our world looks like from way, way up high? I mean, if you could just float in space and look down, would you actually see all those lines we draw on maps? Or would you see something else? Today, let's explore this very idea of our planet as one single shared home.
You know, when Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, the very first Indian astronaut in space, was asked that exact question, his answer from orbit was so simple but so powerful. He said India looked Sare Jahan se acha, the best in the entire world. It's a beautiful, patriotic thought, but it also hints at that much, much bigger picture you can only get from that unique spot.
And that, right there, is the whole point. It turns out astronauts all say the same thing. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, another Indian who reached for the stars, he said that from the outside, the Earth just looks one. You don't see any borders, no states, no countries. You just see humanity, all of us living together on our one and only home.
So, that view from space, it shows us a fundamental truth. But what does it really mean to live on a planet without borders? Well, it turns out nature has been completely ignoring our maps for, well, forever.
I mean, just think about it. The air we all breathe doesn't stop for a customs check. Clouds drift wherever the wind decides to take them. Water flows, seeds travel on the breeze, and animals migrate across entire continents without ever showing a passport. Nature itself just operates as one big, deeply connected global system.
And you know what? It's exactly the same for us. Our human world is woven together by these invisible threads. The clothes we wear, the food we love, the stories we tell, the ideas that shape our lives. It's all part of this incredible, ongoing global exchange.
Okay, to really see this in action, let's look at some amazing travelers who don't need a plane ticket. Their incredible journeys really show us just how connected our planet truly is. Have you ever seen a flock of these beautiful pink and black birds? These are rosy starlings, and let me tell you, they are some of the world's most impressive long-distance travelers. Every single winter, these small birds fly thousands of kilometers, all the way from places like Russia and Mongolia to India. And why do they do it? Well, to enjoy the warmer weather, obviously. But while they're there, they also become these fantastic little helpers for farmers, eating up pests like locusts and grasshoppers. It's an amazing example of how one tiny bird connects ecosystems that are literally worlds apart.
All right, our next journey is one you might not expect. It involves animals that are, well, a little less aerodynamic. This is the amazing story of how a few Indian cows made their way to Brazil and completely changed an entire industry.
Now get this. Today, more than 3/4, that's 75%, of all the milk produced in Brazil comes from the descendants of just 3 Indian cow breeds, the Gur, the Concrege, and the Angol. Portuguese traders bought them over a long time ago because they were tough, they gave good milk, and they could handle the hot Brazilian climate.
And their impact? It's been massive. These cows are now so important to Brazil's culture and its economy that their pictures are literally on the country's stamps and coins. I mean, think about that. From a farm in India to a symbol of national pride in Brazil. What a journey.
Speaking of things we consume, these global connections are maybe most obvious right there on our dinner plates. You might be surprised to learn that the food we think of as local often has a very, very international backstory.
Okay, let's talk about spice. Can you even imagine Indian food without the kick of a chili? I mean, it's almost impossible, right? Well, just 500 years ago, you'd have had to. Chilies actually aren't from India at all. They were brought over from South America by Portuguese travelers.
Before chilies arrived, the main source of heat in Indian cooking was black pepper. But once chilies were introduced, they were embraced so completely that they basically changed the nation's palate forever. It's a perfect example of how one traveling plant can totally reshape a culture's entire flavor profile. And this is absolutely a two-way street. While things like potatoes, tomatoes, cashews, and peanuts all traveled to India, other things like sugar, rice, and delicious mangoes traveled from India to the rest of the world. Our meals are truly global citizens, carrying stories and flavors from every single corner of the earth.
But you know, it's not just plants and animals that travel. Some of the most powerful connections we have are forged when ideas and practices cross oceans and find a brand new home. Just take yoga. For over 3,000 years, it was a practice in India for health and for peace. Then slowly over time, travelers and teachers started sharing it with the rest of the world. And that long journey culminated in 2014 when the United Nations officially recognized how important it was to the whole world by declaring June 21st the International Day of Yoga.
Isn't that incredible? A deeply personal, spiritual practice born in one part of the world is now shared and loved by millions of people in nearly every single country on the planet. It's such a powerful testament to our shared human need for peace and well-being.
So, what does all of this tell us? We've got migrating birds, traveling cows, globe-trotting foods, and shared ideas. All of these stories are pointing to one profound truth. Our Earth isn't just a collection of separate places. It's more like a living, breathing web of life. It's this dynamic system where people, animals, plants, and ideas are constantly traveling and mixing and growing together to create something new and beautifully complex.
You know, there's this beautiful saying from ancient India that just perfectly captures this whole idea. It's Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and it simply means the world is one family. This isn't some new concept. It's an ancient piece of wisdom that feels more relevant today than ever before.
And this idea of family is so incredibly inclusive. It doesn't just mean all people. It means all the animals, all the trees and the rivers, and even the sky and the air that we all share. We are all deeply, deeply dependent on each other because we share this exact same home.
Seeing the world this way, well, it changes everything. If we truly see the world as one big family, we learn to live with respect and care and love, not just for each other, but for the Earth that takes care of all of us. Our planet is a gift, and it's our shared responsibility to protect it, for everyone, now and in the future.
So we've seen how easily we share our food, our ideas, our cultures, and the very rhythms of nature. The final question, then, is a simple one, but it's also a profound one. Knowing just how interconnected we all are, how will we choose to share the responsibility for our one and only home? That's something for all of us to think about. Thanks for joining me.